Good afternoon to a wonderful day 423. Isn't actually 423, it's actually probably 423, 4, 5, 6, 7 all in one. So like I said to you guys, I'm not going to check in all the time, otherwise I'll bore you to bits. So I thought I'd just do an end of day catch up on what we've been doing. Say we, Sherman's mainly. I'm flat out at the moment doing other stuff. But anyway, there's some other bits and bobs that have taken place. So I will take some time and walk you around and show you what we've actually done. In the meantime, obviously, it's been quite some time, so thanks for the subscribers. I think we're at 905 with some good comments. Marlene, welcome. Hope you've got your wits about you if you're going to be building on the island. Any help I can give, you know where I am. Let me know. Hope you obviously found the information on the windows a little bit useful. Be careful on that note, obviously, because of the import duty and the weight. You know, shipping something, you've got size and weight. That's how they determine how much it's going to be, and obviously window and glass is very expensive. So anyway, give me a thumbs up in the meantime if you don't mind, and thank you for the subscribers and the comments that have been taking place. I have been responding even though I've not been uploading videos. Right, let's have a spin around and I'll show you what we've done. The pool is pretty much now complete salt. So I've been using a company on the island called A&E Mechanical Pumps. They supplied the equipment and they helped me set it up, but initially they were quite busy and I was impatient. So I got to the point where I waited for the chlorine to drop below the levels that are needed, and then I shoved 10 bags of salt in, monitored it myself, got the actual salt chlorinator connected up, and it seems to be running really well. So with the salt you get a little bit of, it looks like sand on the floor. I don't know if you can see that. But it's the salt itself, so and all you got to do is just keep an eye on the machine downstairs and turn it up when you need more. So and it's quite clear, as you can see. So been doing the actual levels. The levels all seem to be pretty good without doing anything to them. We don't use it a massive amount. I mean, every evening we sort of jump in for 20 minminutes. I'm sure when there's going to be a party, you're going to have to, it will start going cloudy, and that's when the machine downstairs, you turn the little thing up, and that helps you with what needs to be done. All of this, unfortunately, didn't last. So we've now scored it all back out again, and we just bought rockite. So we used rockite and waterproof, and the waterproof made the rockite just go soft. So we've cleaned it all out, and then tomorrow we're going to be putting rockite in all of it. So we did a quick test run over here, and it's absolutely solid. So it's got a nice grey to it. It's absolutely rock hard, doesn't come off. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to rockite the whole lot. We've redone, Sherwin has repainted all of these for me because these were messy. We put some stones down there now just to make a little bit of a walkway, but I am looking for some bits and bobs to go down. If anybody knows on the island where you can buy the plastic grids that go on the floor that you pour stones into, let me know. Carter's have got a big industrial version of it, which is not what I'm looking for. So I was thinking about putting just, connecting these up there. Three squares all connected together, pour stones over it, nice and solid. And I also want to use it on the garden on the back as well. So if anybody knows anywhere on the island that does it, please let me know. I think I'm going to be out of luck. I'm going to be sorting out this pipe. As you can see, there's a 2-inch pipe here. This is what they call the backwash. So the backwash is basically when they need to service the filter, etc. This whole thing is full up with water, and if you undo that nut now, all the water in here pours out. So what they do is they attach a pipe to here, comes out to the soakaway. That's what's meant to happen. And then you let the water out, turn the pumps off, turn the valves down, open the actual valve itself, and it will let the water out of this pump, this filter, so that when you undo this lid, it doesn't pour over the floor. But what they are doing is just pouring it all over the floor, and it's chlorinated water, and chlorinated water does rot everything. So I've bought an adapter because they've left a 2-inch there, so I've gone from a 2-inch to 1.5, and I've bought a flexible pipe with a Jubilee clip so that we can actually just roll it out when we need it and roll it back when we don't. So that's going to get done in the next couple of days. As you can see, the wall itself is looking dark. Door frame's all painted in. Sherman's been busy whilst I've been away. All of the holes have been benched in, and we've got damp proof on them as well now, so they're all benched in and damp proofed. And all around the pool, as best we can under the circumstances, we've smoothed off the edge and we've painted it dark all the way around. So I think you'll agree it looks absolutely amazing. So little bit of advice as well, if anybody knows what's the best stuff to use on the island. I would normally use a bleach to try and get this black out, but a lot of people use that is it called 30 seconds? something like that. So if anybody knows anything that you can spray on white coral to try and get the black staining out of it, let me know. And I've got some rain coming down, so I don't know if I'm going to get to show you this, but we've just laid this down. So we've got to cut it, as you can see, 2 sheets down, one over the other. So we now got to trim that sheet back. So at the moment, tomorrow is going to be a case of trying to straighten it up, cut around here. This one's been cut around the manholes. The top one's now got to be cut around the manhole so we can create a straight line. And then we need to cut all the way down, pull it over, take it out, put it back down. And then we've got some tape, AstroTurf tape, to stick the 2 pieces together. So I think you'll agree, with the green wall and the grey on the house, it looks a lot better. So yeah, and no lawnmowers, thank God. As you can see over here, look what's starting. We have a neighbour that's about to put a house on there. So they've been clearing it in the last day or 2. Big tree that used to be here that the guys used to sit underneath is gone. There's now going to be a neighbour. So, pots, a little bit of bargain. 83 Bayesian, I think I told you guys on the camera last time. 83 Bayesian in Price Mart. They look expensive and they're not, they're really cheap. So that is going to be one that grows up and you can train where it needs to go. This one has obviously been in the house for a while, but it loves outside, so that's what we're doing, we're getting it outside. So, green all the way around. Haven't bought the wood on here yet. I told you about the wood that I bought the other day over here. I haven't actually had time at the moment to get that sorted, but it is on my list to do. This is the first stage of the video for this time. I think what I'll do is I'll leave this video where it is now. Tomorrow we'll cut that, so I'll film how we're getting on with cutting, and load the video up as and when we're complete for the day, I would have thought. So tomorrow's going to be, what I might do is take you to some flooring guys tomorrow as well, because I'm looking for a laminated floor for the wooden floor in the cottage. I think I found one, and of all places, it's at Barbados Steelworks. They've got a little tile in place in there. So they've got a sticky laminate tile, which is coming in quite reasonable, and it's quite a nice looking wood. So what I might do is obviously put an epoxy glue down and then stick the vinyl tiles on top of it, the vinyl tiles down on top of it. They're very, very thin, so it won't raise the height. It means I don't have any issues with obviously going underneath the skirting boards. And it also means that whereas with parquet flooring or wood flooring, you've got to leave a gap all the way around it because it expands and contracts. I won't need to do that with this because it's obviously a plastic vinyl. So I'm not too sure how well it wears. I mean, I did ask her what the guarantee was like, and she says it doesn't come with one. So, I mean, normal vinyl floor, the vinyl floor I use has got a 25-year guarantee. So fingers crossed it'll have some form of hardware on it and they'll take it back if it needs anything. Other than that, over for today. I will check in with you tomorrow. The rain is coming down and Paul Sherman's got to go and get his littering. So come on, God. Play up. Don't play up. Please. See you tomorrow. Okay, so we're in the afternoon of day 2 on the video. Welcome back. Hope you're all well. We're going for the big cut. So let me show you what we've done with the AstroTurf. Before I do that, give me some thumbs up, please. That would be absolutely appreciated. Especially after I'm about to cut into something I've never done before. Fingers crossed. So obviously what we've done is we've rolled this one down first because of the amount of drain holes on this side. Manholes. So that one is now 6 foot underneath here, and this other 6 foot's over it now. So this one here is just at its first cut. We've cut all the way through here and then peeled up the off cut, which is now there. Now we've got to try and cut around the manholes very, very roughly, so we don't, if there's any movement, we can't afford to cut them properly, but also you can't afford to have any slack like this. So it's bloody hard to do it without doing it properly. So we've got down to here for now, and I'm just coming over this manhole. So we're cut to about here so far, where my beautiful little Stanley is. And now we've got the rest to do. And then what we've also purchased, which is in here, there she is this tape, which is specifically for grass, fake grass. So it's a very sticky, double-sided basically. So you lay it down underneath one of the mats and then fold it over. So that's what we're doing so far. And we've also been, Sherman's actually been filling the side as well, on the patio, so all the cracks have been done with the rock height as well, so I'll show you that in a second, but let's muller this first and then I'll check back in with you. Sorry about the wind, bloody needed today, that's for sure. Yeah, let's get cutting, and hopefully the wall itself is not going to make it look too drunk. It's not my cutting. Okay, so we're done on the actual cutting itself, and it seems to be going together okay. The tape, it's bloody good tape, but how we're going to get it off on one side and then another without it sticking to everything and trying to stick you to it as well. So at the moment, this is what we're doing at the moment. We're just putting underneath so we can see the line, and then we'll try and pull the tape off and fold it back. But at the moment, obviously, we're going to have to get that one. You've got to try and get it open and back again, and this one down without obviously the rest. So I'm not too sure how we're going to do that. You can't peel it and tape onto here because obviously it's then got a real sticky piece that's going to be flapping around. So yeah, bloody evil stuff, but I'm not too sure how we're going to get that down properly. But anyway, I'm sure I'll update you in a second. As you see, we pinned it down here just to get a rough idea where it needs to be, and then we'll pull it off, stick this one onto it, and then try and put this piece over. And again, it's got to make sure the joints are close together as well, so it'll be interesting. Okay, so it's over. It wasn't easy. Hang on, I'm on the phone.
Hello.
So, as you can see, it is down. You can see the line. It's bloody annoying. But it's so hard to actually get the tape down without actually compromising it. As you can see here, these lumps here, by the way, are the sprinklers. I'm in two minds what to do. Obviously we don't need sprinklers now because it's not real grass, but they're poking up, so I might get them capped off. I don't really want to cut a hole in them and pull them through, bear in mind I've got no grass. So, but they are in and they're connected up to the live, so I've decided what to do. So even though we've not brought in the two down and leveled it off, it's not too bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, it could be better, but look, it looks 10 times better. It's cut, it's stuck down. All I've got to do now is come down with the staples, fire a few staples into it as well so the wind doesn't get underneath it and lift it out, and we should be good to go. So anyway, the other thing I wanted to show you is what Sherwin has done. Oh, thank you. Show you what Sherwin has done on the patio. So he's actually scored out all of the actual old mortar that's now compromised. And he's actually got some rock height with no damp proof this time. The damp proof literally weakened it completely and it was just coming out. So we've now obviously got the cracks redone. As you can see here, all nice and sanded down. A couple of little marks on them, so we're going to have to go over it again with a little bit, but they're all redone, all scored down, and then we can soak them and brush them off and they should be okay. So as you can see here, that one's gone a bit weird. So yes, so anyway, another glorious day in Barbados. I'll do this later on. Sorry for not being in touch obviously this week, so thank you to the 805 subscribers. Hopefully the video is of interest, and I will update you at some stage next week with the next stage of challenges. Have a great weekend in the meantime. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, subscribe and give me a like if you can. Thank you.